Hello, my name's Jurgen. I am coming to you from London. I am incredibly excited to be with you today. A massive thank you to the guys at Protest Access for inviting me to be part of your Accessathon. So, let me tell you a little bit about me. I am Jurgen. I live here in London. I lost my eyesight just over 12 months ago. So, I was diagnosed with meningioma, it's a type of brain tumor, on the front of my brain. And it was basically putting pressure on my optic nerve. And although they were able to remove the tumor after a 9.5 hour surgery, it left me with atrophy of the optic nerve. So, in effect, my optic nerve is slowly dying. So, all I actually see on a day to day basis is white fuzz in front of my eyes. So, it's a little different every day, but today, literally, my main eyesight is just normal blurry, and then right in the center of my vision is a massive white spot, which is really quite irritating. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you about how the accessibility of social media tools, and in particular, as per today, my iPhone, have really helped me to be able to interact with the world and develop, I guess, a way of working as an advocate for the visually impaired. So let me take you back a bit. Obviously, this has been a crazy year with Corona and everything else. And up until I would have said December, I still couldn't use my phone. It was literally just a big brick in my pocket that I could answer phone calls and I could get Siri to send a text, but that was kind of it. And then with learning voiceover controls and how to use them, I slowly became able to re engage with my friends and with society through social media. So, lockdown came. Being blind in London during lockdown and living alone was not fun. At the beginning, I couldn't get food. It was a real struggle. And it was then that my activism journey really began. So I was in contact with a London-based vision charity called the Vision Foundation, and I ended up doing a video with them for a campaign called hashtag Blind Lockdown Life. And in that, I really talked about the suffering, the pain, the mental anguish that lockdown had brought, and the isolation that came with that as someone with a disability. And it was then that I started to tap into Twitter and started to build a network of incredible people who have visual impairments, other disabilities, who I am lucky now to call friends. But they really helped me to see that I could have this completely different journey I could never have imagined, talking about the difficulties I go through as someone with a visual impairment. So I did the Vision Foundation video. That was great. I'm really excited to say that's actually been nominated for a UK Charity Award for Best Breakthrough Campaign at the Third Sector Awards coming up in October. But in any case, from there, one of my massive passions has always been cooking. And when I lost my eyesight, I kind of worried that that was going to be the end of me being able to cook at all. Lockdown came. I could get basic food, but I couldn't really get kind of ready meals and takeout. So I decided I got to get back into cooking. I got to do it. And I started my own Instagram channel called the_blind_foodie. If you give it a visit, you will find videos of me talking about my experience as a blind person, and I really did those for my friends to answer questions they had about what I was going through, but also lots of photos of delicious food. And importantly, I use alt text descriptions. Now, that is something I would never have been able to comprehend over a year ago. But as per the accessibility features on Twitter, Instagram, you can use alt text descriptions to provide text descriptions of images. And much as this video is obviously captioned, I hope they've been able to understand my accent in the main. Alt text descriptions allow the visually impaired to enjoy visual content. And one thing I've built a real appreciation of is how you can use mental visualization to build a picture, for want of a better word, in your mind's eye as to what that food was like. And it's become a real obsession, I have to say. And it's great for me because cooking was always my artistic outlet and I felt like I'd lost it. But with the benefits of the accessibility tools in these platforms, it's meant that I've been able to reach out to a completely different audience. I mean, I cannot tell you how much I love it when I get an Instagram DM from another VI person somewhere in the world saying how coming across my profile had inspired them or driven them to try cooking on their own. I love it. I absolutely love it. And, not to kind of go on and on, but the benefits of the accessibility features, I mean, the community I've gotten to know through Twitter has given me so many new friends. I'm sorry I can't be with you later tonight, but later this afternoon for you. But I'll be attending a virtual pub called The Staying Inn, which was created during lockdown for people with a disability who couldn't get out, can't do things, and could find a community of people with similar life experiences from the comfort of their own home. And again, these things that technology have brought us through accessibility are amazing. And all I can say is thank you for this event. Thank you for talking about access. Thank you for talking about the accessibility of content, for driving that forward, making it happen. It does mean so much to so many. So from me to you, thank you.